So let me ask you, what if there was a surefire way to understand not only your money personality, but also the money personality of every woman you want to coach, and be able to take that understanding into soul deep coaching for yourself and for the women that you're meant to work with? Well, stay tuned, because pinpointing your money personality and what it means specifically for you, both your money strengths and that slippery shadow side, is exactly what we're discussing in today's episode. I'm Kendall, and if you've been seeking a way to understand what makes you and the women you want to coach tick when it comes to money, it's all here for you in this episode of the Money Coach School podcast. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Money Coach School podcast. To really excel at coaching women, you have to be skilled, confident, and even fearless at money coaching. If you're passionate about women holding genuine money power and love supporting women entrepreneurs, then this is the show for you. Now here's your host, money feminist Kendall Summerhawk.
Hello, beautiful coaches, and welcome to another episode of the Money Coach School podcast. I cannot begin to tell you how much pure pleasure and enjoyment I am having bringing this podcast to you every single week. And of course, I love getting to talk about all things money and coaching and putting the two together, which is money coaching. But I also love knowing that there is an intimacy here between you and me. This is our private time together, and I value our connection so, so much. And you're welcome to connect with me on Instagram. You can screenshot the podcast while you're listening here and tag me with it on Instagram. That is at Kendall Summerhawk. So let me ask you, what if there was a surefire way to understand not only your money personality, but also the money personality of every woman you want to coach? And to be able to take that understanding into soul deep coaching that both heals a woman's relationship with money and shows her specific steps that she can take to experience greater wealth and abundance in her life and business. This is where Sacred Money Archetypes comes in. Now, before you say, Kendall, I don't even know where to start with pinpointing my money personality, and even if I knew it, I'm not sure how to get started making the changes I want to see with money. Let me reassure you, I've got your back. I have a free resource for you, my Sacred Money Archetypes quiz, which will tell you exactly what your money archetypes are. Plus, included with the quiz is an awesome video series where I go into depth about each money archetype. I show you the gifts and the strengths of your money archetypes and the shadow side as well, so that you can be intentional about money in ways that are perfectly aligned for you, not someone else. Because that's the thing with money, right? We want to be in a positive, supportive relationship with it on our terms, not someone else's, and not defaulting to old money wounds, blocks, or stories that no longer serve you and don't serve what you want in your life and business, and don't serve what you want your life and your business to look like. But to accomplish all of that and really start living your best life, it takes money. And to make money, have money, and experience money fully, you have to start by knowing your money personality. So are you ready? Head over to sacredmoneyquiz.com to take the free quiz. And I'll also put the link in the show notes. And just to be clear, this is not one of those quickie 5-question quizzes that produce questionable results. This free Sacred Money Archetypes quiz is in depth. And the reason is because your relationship with money, it isn't always simple, is it? It has ins and outs to it. It has history. It has your secret motivators, your desires, and even fears. So the quiz has quite a number of questions. It takes about 10 minutes to answer them, and then we'll email you the results so that you can see what your top scoring money archetypes are and what your lowest scoring ones are too. And this is so important so that you don't waste time trying to be someone that you're not. I've been saying for decades, how you do money is how you do everything. So head over to sacredmoneyquiz.com and let's see what your quiz results are. Because Pinpoint and understanding your sacred money archetypes is a life-changing discovery, and I can't wait for this to happen for you. So for today, I want to dig into the money archetypes and reveal what your money archetypes mean for you and for your business, and how you can use them to profit from your inherent strengths and start creating an entirely new and empowered relationship with money rather than judging yourself or trying to be someone that you're not. Now, if you're already familiar with my Sacred Money Archetypes, maybe you've already gotten certified in them by me, or you've been coached by someone in them, let me just share that I so appreciate you and your fascination with the money archetypes. I love you for that. And stick with me here, because every time you hear me talk about the Sacred Money Archetypes, I'm guessing that you hear something new or you hear it in a deeper way. And if you're new to my Sacred Money Archetypes, then you're in for a real treat. And I think you're going to be just as fascinated with them as I am. All right, so number one, every Sacred Money Archetype has a unique destiny when it comes to making, keeping, and enjoying more money. Now, you've probably already noticed that money is not just currency. We know that money is power, money is choice, and money is freedom. And right now, more than ever, you need to align your life and business with the strengths of your money personality in order to create the wealth and the flow that you desire without feeling resistance. We're going to take a quick peek into what each of the Sacred Money Archetypes mean, and I'm going to share the fascinating insights they reveal for your business and income all in today's episode. So that's number one. Number two, every Sacred Money Archetype has a shadow side. So you want to be aware of it to avoid unconscious money sabotage from taking over. And I'm sure you know what that's like, but not to worry. I said I have your back. So I'm also going to give you a quickie behind the scenes insight into your money shadow side so that you are in control instead of letting it control you. And number three, the insights and knowledge we're covering here in this episode, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more power Sacred Money Archetypes has to offer you, because money is the next piece for the modern woman. It's the next piece of finding her voice, speaking her truth, empowering herself, and owning her money-making capacity. And you can coach her to shift her relationship with money by becoming certified as a Sacred Money Archetypes coach. So if you want to check out getting certified in the money archetypes and bring this incredible tool as a new income stream into your business, or use Sacred Money Archetypes to start a new business, a new side business, you are welcome to check it out at sacredmoneyarchetypes.com. And I will also link to that in the show notes. So you ready? Let me introduce you to the money archetypes. There are 8 Sacred Money Archetypes, but it is your top 3 highest scoring ones that make up your unique money personality, that determine your money strengths and give you insights into your money shadow side. So for example, I am a ruler, number 1, then maverick, and then accumulator. So between ruler, maverick, and accumulator, it's natural that I passionately obsess about igniting your unlimited power to make more money. Now, what's so powerful about your top 3 is that this is so not superficial. Together, they accurately represent the depth and the soul of your money personality and take into account all of the nuances that make you uniquely you when it comes to money, life, and your motivation for success, income, and impact. So today we're focusing on your number 1 highest scoring archetype. So if your top archetype is ruler, let's start with you. The ruler is the visionary empire builder. The ruler is determined, courageous, and is inspired by big plans and achieving and status and accomplishment. That may sound amazing, but the ruler has a shadow side, trust me. And that shadow side includes slipping into being overly controlling, never feeling satisfied you've made enough, and often holding yourself to a standard that can feel impossible to achieve. And that can fuel feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, and lead to burnout. So let's talk about the Sacred Money Contract, because each of the 8 archetypes has a unique Sacred Money Contract that represents both their inherent strength and where they need to stretch and grow, all in one sentence. That's how I designed it. So for the ruler, your Sacred Money Contract is to innovate, achieve, and empower wealth with grace and ease. And that means accepting the fact that you are that empire builder. And rather than spreading yourself too thin with 5 or 8 different money-making projects or businesses, because of course, monetizing ideas is what you love, to instead give yourself permission to pour your considerable drive into your secret biggest dream. Instead of getting mired in the details, to give yourself permission to lead and ask others to join your team to support you and your vision. Next is the alchemist. The alchemist is the idealist who loves to create positive change in the world. The alchemist is daring and is inspired by transformation. You alchemists revel in seeing possibilities, especially if they are unconventional or alternative. While inspiring, the alchemist's shadow side includes feeling a distinctly love-hate relationship with money, feeling judgmental about money, or feeling above money. And as a result, you often find yourself in conflict about monetizing your ideas. For the alchemist, your sacred money contract is to transform ideas into financial success. And this means being willing to release negative feelings about money so that you're free to focus your incredible creative energy on monetizing your ideas and bringing them to fruition. What you dream, you can become. And the more you do well financially, it means the more change, transformation, and impact you're creating for more and more people. Now, just a quick reminder, if you've not yet taken the Sacred Money Archetypes quiz, go ahead and head on over to sacredmoneyquiz.com, take the quiz, and then you'll know exactly what your top 3 money archetypes are. Next is the accumulator. The accumulator is the banker, the money-focused saver. The accumulator is highly disciplined with money and genuinely loves to save in all ways, from seeking out bargains to only buying on sale to secretly socking away money in coat pockets or in bank accounts. You might not even tell the people that are around you. They may not even know you have those accounts. And while the natural strengths of the accumulator include saving easily and being financially responsible, there's a shadow side. And that shadow side includes often intense feelings of scarcity or anxiety about money, to the point of imagining a money disaster is always just around the corner. The accumulator's sacred money contract is to respect the power of money by investing to create freedom. This means not allowing your inherently frugal nature to keep you from dreaming bigger. It also means saying yes to opportunities that can expand your lifestyle and your ability to create wealth. Now, this takes courage, but you can trust that as an accumulator, you have the skills to both maintain your respect of money while giving yourself permission to make and have more. More is a good thing. All right, next is the celebrity. The celebrity loves the doors that money can open. As a celebrity, you are magnetic, confident, radiant, a lover of style and designer everything, and have no hesitation about spending. You are often a ton of fun to hang out with because you can be generous and spontaneous and often glamorous. And your love of that red carpet treatment can open doors for amazing opportunities and special VIP treatment as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Behind the curtain, though, your bank account often can't keep up with all that outward fabulous appearance. And spending can often be a shield to protect yourself from feeling criticized or judged by others. Now, the celebrity's sacred money contract is to accumulate wealth while still feeling admired and valued in the world, because that's important to you. This is asking you to value having money and accumulating wealth so that you can have a 5-star bank account and the best of everything that you love. Your sacred money contract is also encouraging you to intentionally cultivate relationships with people who admire not just the impressive outer you, but admire the shining star that you truly are inside as well. Next up, we have our connector. The connector is the relationship creator. Your faith and optimism that money will just always be there for you keeps you from rarely feeling financial stress. Money seems to come to you just when you need it most, and usually without a lot of overthinking and certainly no hustling. There's an innocence to you, and what you value are the quantity and quality of your connections. Those connections can serve you so brilliantly in your business. So, for example, in receiving referrals and having a network you feel connected to. Now, the shadow side of the connector is feeling a disconnect with money and feeling overwhelmed about what are really just basic money details. So you'll often tend to lean on others for help with money, preferring not to have to even think about it. And you're often happy to have someone else make all the financial decisions for you. The connector's sacred money contract is to empower financial independence through the value of relationships. And what this means is intentionally challenging yourself to get more comfortable with handling and discussing money. And here's a tip. If you think of money as another type of relationship, which it is, you can give yourself greater financial independence and discover a newfound sense of personal empowerment. All right, let's switch over and talk about the Maverick. So the Maverick is the rebel and the rule breaker. Your strengths include being clever, charismatic, and you are definitely the risk taker. Mavericks have no fear of finances and often get involved in complex money opportunities. You're definitely not going to toe the line, and you are not going to abide by the rules. Now, that might sound edgy and exciting, but the Maverick shadow side includes putting financial security at risk. It includes one-upsmanship, secrecy, and getting caught in competitiveness. The Maverick Sacred Money contract is to balance extreme risk with financial security. And this means no, you don't have to burn everything down to start something new. And it means challenging yourself to make creating consistent income a fun game, resulting in a payoff that frees you from extreme financial highs and lows and frees you to play with new and exciting opportunities. All right, let's talk about the nurturers. So the nurturer is the giving sponsor for everyone else. You're always thinking about others. You're wanting to give, protect, or shelter others. You usually have great personal money habits, but often feel the need to overgive to other people. And that brings us to the shadow side of the nurturer. The shadow side is that while all that generosity is wonderful for the people around you, you can find it very challenging to set clear boundaries. Your desire to help and support can quickly slip into giving so much that your own financial stability is at risk. And of course, that leads to feelings of grief, martyrdom, and resentment. Now, the Sacred Money contract for the nurturer is to care for others while empowering yourself. And what this means is learning and practicing setting boundaries, saying no, and disengaging from the financial entanglements of others. Caught you on that one, didn't I? You are worthy of love for your beautiful heart, and applying your compassionate and caring nature to empowering others with boundaries is the greatest gift that you can give. Now let's talk about the romantics. The romantic is the pleasure seeker. You love using money to enjoy life, you enjoy spending, and believe, why wait for something when you can have it now? You believe there will always be more, so don't put much time into thinking about money. Why bother? No doubt about it, you know how to enjoy life's abundances of experiences. But of course, there is the shadow side, where you may simply shrug off your money habits, telling yourself that you're, quote, just not good with money. You can also use spending as a way to fill the need for feeling special or appreciated or loved. So the romantic Sacred Money contract is to create financial security while living life to its fullest. And what this means is understanding that creating and embracing a secure financial future is a way you can always enjoy the best of life and take steps to create that financial security for your future self. So that's it. You've now begun discovering fascinating insights into each of the 8 Sacred Money archetypes. So now let me bring this all together for you. Number 1, every archetype has the same opportunity to make money, to create wealth, and to thrive, and to champion others to do the same. So, if maybe you found yourself feeling a little envious of a particular archetype, not to worry, archetype envy, it is a thing, but you don't need to go there. Because one archetype is not naturally more gifted at making money than another. Every archetype has the same opportunities. Number 2, money is not just currency. There is a divine connection between you and money that it is time to call forth. And that's what I'm here to support you with every step of the way on your money journey. And number 3, money coaching has nearly nothing to do with spreadsheets. We're women. We are soul-driven. Our relationship with money strengthens by understanding who we are, not by being able to set up a formula in Excel. Good God. And this is why I love Sacred Money Archetypes so much, because it gives you that window into who you are at a soul level with money in ways that nothing else can, so that you stop fighting within yourself, you start strengthening your strengths, and you're able to compassionately navigate the shadow side with awareness and intention so that it no longer has power over you. And here's what I want to end with today, which is taken from my company's manifesto. It's just a little excerpt from our manifesto. It is this: we stand for women being financially independent, and we champion every woman to own her worth. Your legacy is yours to make. Your wealth is yours to claim. So this is the mantra, the heart and soul of the money feminist movement, and we are just getting started. We will not stop until every woman holds genuine money power. One of our certified Sacred Money Archetypes coaches said it so beautifully. Her name is Farhana, and she's a connector, nurturer, and romantic. And she said, the more women who are empowered around money in a beautiful feminine way, the more the world can change. Sacred Money Archetypes is going to help your clients. It helps you, and it really is a no-brainer to add it onto your offerings. Thank you, Farhana, for that beautiful, beautiful quote. So if you're intrigued about Sacred Money Archetypes, you can head over to sacredmoneyarchetypes.com. I will put that link in the show notes, and check out certification training. As the originator, creator of Sacred Money Archetypes, we are your sole source for certification training, and I would love to welcome you into this incredibly exciting and empowering certification coach training. So thank you for listening. I am excited to connect again with you next week in our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Money Coach School podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you follow so you never miss an episode. Also, I would so love and appreciate if you would leave a 5-star review. Your review supports women just like you in discovering all of the juicy tips and insights I'm sharing here on how to coach women on money. And if you want to learn how to excel at coaching women on money, definitely go to kendallsummerhawk.com and check out the wealth of money coach trainings that we have for you. Thanks so much for being part of this money coaching movement and for tuning into the show every week.